Welcome. Today I'll be ranking my top point guards in the NBA from D range to A range, and a few players made the S. So let's start with the Ds. Now, I would put Kai Bowman in the D range because most likely he won't really get any minutes next year. He's not a bad player, but compared to all the other guys, I think he's one of the worst. Same goes with Ish Smith. Both players can have nice games now and then, but not they're not compared to anyone else really on the list. And Chris Dunn, Darius Garland, they could go in this range. Yeah, Chris Dunn, Darius Garland, I think everyone else is definitely better than those. So I would say that's the D range right there. Now C range, I would consider C range as really good backup point guards and solid starting point guards. I'd put Kendrick Nunn there, Patrick Beverly, Mike Conley, um, Ricky Rubio. Even though Rubio is probably better than these three guys, Kendrick Nunn is pretty good. Beverly's good. Mike Conley's a little bit getting old, but he's still solid. And then Markel Fultz probably, and Dejounte Murray. Dejounte Murray could be a B. Next year he'll probably be a B, but for now he should be a C. So now B's, Eric Bledsoe for sure. Lonzo. I think Ja Morant for now is a B, but he definitely could be an A soon and maybe even an S. But for now, he should be a B. I think him and Lonzo for right now are pretty close to each other. Ja Morant has a lot more upside though. Derrick Rose, ooh, hmm, he's like in the middle of the B and C. I'm gonna put him as a B. Yeah. Oh, Alfred Payton's a C. Forgot about him. Jamal Murray is like a B plus, but he's not an A, so I'll put him as a B. Malcolm Brogdon's probably B plus as well. And then D'Angelo Russell, B, B plus. Not quite an A. It's hard to make that A. Oh, Terry Rozier is like a C plus probably. Put him as a C. Um, Dinwiddie is a B, solid B. Yeah. Darren Fox, he's a low A, high B. I'll put him as an A. And Chris Paul is ahead of Darren Fox as an A. Then I would probably put Kyle Lowry, then Kemba Walker, then probably Ben Simmons. Then these are my top five point guards in the league right here. I'd go number 5, Trae Young. I'll put him as a A. Trae Young I have 5 just because he's such a bad defender. He might be the best shooter out of these guys. Damian Lillard's close with him, and Luka's a really good shooter too, but Trae Young and Damian Lillard are definitely the two best shooters. But Trae Young is just such a bad defender that I would put these guys ahead of him. Ben Simmons is arguably ahead of him, but Trae Young is just such a great offensive player that he could shoot from anywhere. I give the edge to Trae Young there. Ben Simmons is such a great defensive player and such a great playmaker. So that's pretty close. If Ben Simmons just could shoot from 15 to like 10 feet out, he would be for sure better than Trae Young, but he's just not confident with his jump shot yet. So these are my top 4 point guards. I put Westbrook number 4. barely, because I just think his I would give the edge to Damian Lillard over Westbrook just because of their playoffs. Damian Lillard has kind of dominated against Westbrook over the years. Not maybe not each game, but when it matters the most, Damian Lillard usually wins and plays better. So I would give the edge to Lillard. He's just a way better shooter, way more efficient, and just seemed like a better player to have on your team, honestly. Even though Westbrook is a great player as well. So Lillard, I'd put as the number three. Now I'm surprised that the Trailblazers were struggling so much this year with Lillard, McCollum, Whiteside, who averages the most blocks in the whole league. But their defense this year has been atrocious, which that's a reason why they're just not doing good. But Damian Lillard is still, in my opinion, a top 3 point guard. He just he can get 50 any day you need him to. Like you saw in the playoffs last year, how insane he was playing. He probably had the second best postseason behind Kawhi Leonard. He just was amazing in those playoffs, and and he's just so clutch too. 2 game-winning shots, buzzer beaters that to send a team packing in a series elimination games. That's most superstars never do that at all, and he's done that twice, which is unbelievable. So I have Luca number two. I think Luca and LeBron are on tiers of their own. They can just control the game by themselves. These are the two. Like the fact that the Mavericks are already in the playoffs when in Luca's second year is is insane to me, especially in the Western Conference. I did not think they would be this good. I did not think like they been in the playoffs the whole year with only Luca and Kristaps really, and a bunch of like solid players around them, but really only two really good players. So that really impressed me with Luca. That's why I think there's a big difference between Luca and Trae Young. Because Trae Young, if he was on the Mavericks, I would not. I do not think that they would be a playoff team. To be honest, I think Luca just sees the game in a different light, kind of like LeBron James does. He's just not as physical as LeBron, not as strong, way less of the defender as LeBron. A better shooter than LeBron. That's the only thing he's better at this point. But they both see the game just an unbelievable way. They make it easier for all of their teammates. Like you could see how the Mavericks, everyone has elevated their game. Dwight Powell was playing very good with Luca. Tim Hardaway Jr. Has had a career year, efficiency wise. Jalen Brunson is good when he plays. Like all the Mavericks players stepped up this year because I feel like it's because Luca has just made it that much easier for them, taking so much pressure off. Kristaps is at all-time averages in rebounding. He's playing. He's a much better defender than he usually was in his career. Blocking shots. He averages over 2 blocks a game now. So everyone's just stepping up, and I think Luka is the main reason for that. So my number 1 point guard, LeBron James, top 3 player in the league still. I'd say Giannis, Kawhi, and LeBron are the top 3 in the league. So LeBron has to be number 1 point guard. The Lakers have been a top 3 team in the league the whole season, has never left the top 3. They've looked amazing. They have 2 phenomenal players, and then a lot of role players around them. And LeBron again just makes it way easier for guys like Danny Green. Not really Kyle Kuzma because Kuzma's a volume scorer, so Kuzma doesn't really count. He's not really much of a catch and shoot guy. He's a guy who just shoots a lot of shots. So LeBron having the ball doesn't really help Kuzma because Kuzma's just not that player. So I think they should trade Kuzma, but I mean, they need to get some good pieces for him because Kuzma in the right spot could be a quality starter. But LeBron helps guys like JaVale McGee a lot. Dwight Howard, you see that Dwight Howard is one of the comeback players of the year. It's not just because Dwight Howard is like has changed a lot. It's because LeBron James is making the game way easier for him, putting in spots perfect to score, just changing the atmosphere of the Lakers. They're finally a great team again. LeBron has single-handedly brought Anthony Davis to them and just changed the whole culture there. And it's pretty cool to see that the Lakers are back up top again, which is good for basketball. So yeah, my top 5 point guards would be Trae Young, Russell Westbrook, Damian Lillard, Luka Doncic, and LeBron James. Thanks for watching, and comment below any thoughts, and hit the like button if you feel like it, and subscribe if you want. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.